Hello, welcome to the FTCIautos.com general overview tutorial. This is going to be a tutorial designed to show you the basic features to the website. We're going to walk you through making a payment the old way, and then we're going to introduce a tutorial later into that's going to show you the entire new payment system. So we're not going to really cover a lot of that in this tutorial. But let's go ahead and get started. My name is Aaron Texter, by the way. I am the web developer and designer for FTCIautos.com. You can check out my website. It is atgfx.com. Alpha Tango Golf Foxtrot X-ray.com. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So what I'm going to show you, this is the home page. We've got basically a showcase. This takes you, any of these pictures as it stands right now will take you to the different categories throughout the site. Below that, we've got the vehicle showcase. This is showing you featured automobiles throughout the website, different categories, different makes, models, blah, blah, blah. Now, this is random. Let me go ahead and refresh the page. Random every time you visit it. So if there was a car on the home page that you liked the first time, it may or may not be there if you come back to the website. You may have to refresh the page a couple of times or go to browse the lot and look at the different manufacturers that are there. So let's go ahead and look at the sidebar. You've got a shopping cart over here. Now this is going to only be activated if you have, let me rephrase that. This is only going to be utilized if you have placed a car payment from the new payment system into your shopping cart. As it stands right now, there are no prices and there is no ability to buy the car through the website. And I mean, it's this way intentionally. So, I mean, honestly, there's not going to be a lot of people that want to come and spend, $5,000 or $6,000 through a website without going and sitting in the car itself. So there's no need for it on this website. But like I said, in the shopping cart, you will see, some items in there if you apply or if you pay a car payment through the website. Compare vehicles. We'll look a little more at this here in just a few minutes. Special edition. Now, this is where extra special cars throughout the website are going to be placed. Right now, there is a beautiful old school Volkswagen that is, on the lot, and I personally picked this one to put under the special edition. So check it out if you want. If you're a classic car fan or a Volkswagen fan, it's definitely a beautiful car. Community poll. Let's take a look at this. Different times throughout, throughout the website's life, there's going to be different polls and things like this. As it stands right now, this is what is your favorite type of vehicle? Got it broken down like that. And later on, they might ask, hey, what's your favorite color? Or what's your favorite auto manufacturer or whatever. So. And the way that it's set up right now is that you can only vote for each poll once based upon your IP address, your physical location. So if you want to vote 5 times, sorry, it's not going to work. Car loan calculator. This is just to kind of give you an easy estimate. Now, if you call up the dealership and you talk to Mo or Alex or any one of the other guys up there, and they give you a car price, you can sit here and go, okay, I've got $1,000 down. I'm going to be paying, let's say, $3,000, and my interest rate's going to be 7%, and I'm going to do 3 years. You can see that it automatically does it. If it doesn't, you can click calculate, and it'll do it for you here. So you can tell that if I was only going to get a $3,000 car, my monthly payment, or bi-weekly payment, I should say, is going to be $30.83. That's not a bad deal for a car payment. Okay, anyhow, let's go ahead and scroll down a little bit and take a look at some of the other features. At the footer of the website, on every page, you'll notice these links. These are just some of the basic stuff that we thought that most people would want to get to. You can click here to go and get financing if you've not gotten financing from FTC Autos yet. They'll gladly help you. Here's a link to my company, obviously. This shows some of the cards that they take, some copyright information down in the bottom. Okay, now let's take a better look up here at the header. This is going to show you some basic account information right here. If you'd like to get to your account or your shopping cart, this link will actually show you how many items you have in the shopping cart. It should only ever be one, and that would be if you're making a car payment through the new payment method. Like I said, we'll show you more about that later. Same thing for the checkout. That's only going to be utilized if you're using the new payment method. Log in. It's kind of obvious what that is, right? Select your language. And if you speak another language and would like to see the site in one of these languages, you can do it. It is done through Google Translate. It's basically an on-the-fly translator. It takes the words that are on the website, and except for the ones that are in images, now all the words that are typed out, and translates them into any language you choose. Let's do Chinese simplified just so you can see what it does. Takes a second. Boom, look at that. I have no idea what it says, but original text says browse a lot. That's what it says. It's pretty neat. And up here at the top, you can translate it to, you can go to show original, go back to translate. I'm going to close this for now. So I think it's a pretty cool little feature. Makes me wish that I spoke more languages so that I could see exactly whether it was true or not. But Google is pretty amazing at how they translate everything. So they're one of the best in the world for it. Okay, on to the menu. This is a menu. It's the same for any website that you go to, just about. Some basic information. The areas we think you should go to. About is obviously about. Browse a lot. This is going to take you to the different manufacturers of cars, and if you click on browse a lot, it will take you to every car on the lot. So if you want to see all the cars that are there, boom, you can. That's where you do it. Find a part. This area is going to go through a few changes, I should say, here in the next little bit. We're going to make it a little more automated and a little more shiny, for lack of a better way to put it, and a little more easy to use. If you're trying to find a part for a vehicle, even a rare vehicle, you can do it here. Requesting parts and pieces is pretty easy with this thing. Making a payment. As it stands right now, the only option is for the old payment method. If you have made a payment with FTCIautos.com before, this will be very familiar with you. Excuse me, this will be very familiar for you. Put in your payment amount. Let's do $1. Click Make Payment. You have seen this before, similar to what we've done on the last website. Now, this option will disappear on September the 15th of 2011. The reason being is because this method does not allow you to track anything as far as your payment is concerned. Literally, it's just you make a payment, you get a receipt. What we're trying to do is to make it to where you can go back and see your payment history, to where you can tell, okay, here's exactly what I've done on exactly the day that I did it. Print out past receipts if you need to, or whatever. But basically, just a central location for you to see all of the payments that you've made. And if we do it the old method, there's no way to do that. It's just the way that it was done the old way is the technology is a little limited as far as what we can do with it. So we have come up with an alternative solution, which is going to ultimately be easier for you every time that you make a payment. Before, let's go back to this real quick. Before, whenever you clicked Make a Payment, you had to insert all of your information every time. To be honest with you, it's kind of a pain, especially if you're making a car payment every other week. You got to go put all your information in every single time, blah blah blah. With the new payment method, what is going to happen is that all of your information is stored into the system. The only thing you have to do is log in with your email address and password that you registered for the site, and then click Make a Payment, and then insert your credit card information. All of the billing information stays the same every single time unless you move, and then if you do move, it's pretty easy to change your billing information. So you only have to put this information in once, and the system saves it, and also keeps track of when you made the payments and this, that, and the other. So it definitely is going to make things easier as far as your life is concerned when it comes to payments. So, but like I said, it will end on September the 15th, 2011. So if you have not registered for an account yet, I highly suggest going ahead and doing that. and I'll show you how to do all of the registration and stuff in another tutorial. Let's go ahead and click on apply for credit. Now this is a pretty big section here. You have to understand that I mean, when you're applying for credit, this is all information that you would have filled out on a piece of paper. If you go into FTCI Autos, into their physical store, and you apply for credit, this is all the information that you have to give them. So I know that it seems like it's a long form, but it only takes a few minutes to fill out, and it'll allow you basically to have credit with FTCI Autos, so as long as they approve it. Let's go to sell your car. Pretty straightforward right here. It's just information. You know, what do you need to bring with you, what you need to do, what you need to be aware of, things like that. Let's see. Let's go to contact us. Everyone has seen this before. Traditional contact form. Now, ask a couple of questions. Really, the only thing with stars beside it are the ones that are required, but we're asking you for little pieces of information just so we can get to know you know, what your needs are and who you are as a customer and a client. Obviously, message and subject. On all of the forms, there is a CAPTCHA system put at the bottom. So what you have to be aware of is that this is here to stop spammers. Unfortunately, the internet is riddled with people that are constantly trying to do malicious things to websites and stuff like that, or trying to steal information. CAPTCHA keeps that from happening. It's really, really, really difficult for computers to read those blurry letters right there. I mean, look at that. I mean, it's difficult for me to read it, much less a computer. So it makes it hard for stuff like that to happen. Now, if you want to get rid of the CAPTCHA on FTCIautos.com, register for an account. Whenever you register for an account, you can fill out any of these forms and never have to insert the CAPTCHA information. In fact, CAPTCHA doesn't even show up if you are registered. The reason for that is because we know that you're a human being. You've registered for the site. We've approved your account. You've went through the proper procedure in order to ensure that you are not some computer trying to, you know, spam FTCIautos.com, and so there's no need for it to be there anymore. You know, like I said, if you have a hard time reading it, just fill out the registration form for the site and get signed up there. So let's see. There's a search bar up here. I think that's about the only thing as far as the general overview that I've not talked about. I don't know. I think that's about it. I think everything else is going to be covered in the other video tutorials. So I hope the video has been informative. And once again, my name is Aaron Texter with ATGFX.com on behalf of FTCIautos.com. Take care. Talk to you soon.